Hello there, how are you? Welcome to another episode of Grayscale Painting. My name is Anthony Gray, and we're going to do a white floral, some type of imaginary flower. Don't know why I'm doing all these florals, but you know, hey. Okay, what I have is a pre-made 11 by 15 inch watercolor, double layered watercolor, 2 sheets glued on top of each other. It prevents it from bowing and contorting and all of that. Okay, with this I used complementary colors of purple and yellow. It's got little bits of blue in it, and what it was is just leftover paint. I didn't want to throw the paint away, so I did this. All right, and it's been sitting around for a while, so I decided to do something with it. But we're gonna get right on to it. If you see the camera cut over, we have some very simple colors because I'm just gonna do the leaves right now. Black, yellow, ochre, titanium white, and sap green. That's all we need just for the leaves for right now. All right, okay, I didn't put any glycerin or anything on this paper. We're gonna use the glycerin and put it on the in the paint. Okay, and we're gonna get started like now. So let's dip into a little bit of sap green. Okay, we'll get quite a bit of it out here. I'm using a flat brush. It's a 1/2 inch flat. We'll probably be using this for the majority of the painting. I'm dipping into a little bit of glycerin. What the glycerin does is just, one, it makes it a little transparent, and two, it loosens up the heavy body paint. I prefer heavy body paints, acrylic paint. It just loosens it up, and you can you know, move it around and blend and do all that fun stuff with it. All right, now what I'm going to do is use the corner tip of the brush to make the lines. Okay, so it's just the corner here, or at least I'm gonna try to. I am a lefty. Usually you go from the bottom up, but I'm gonna go from the opposite direction. We'll bring it this way. We'll come down, around, something like that. All right, so that's one. We'll come here and we'll kind of play around with one that way. Let's go off the paper. Yeah, we'll come, well, let's get some more paint first. And so I'm just getting the stems ready, and we'll put the leaves in. So we'll just come off the paper, up around here, come here, and we'll just curve it around that way like that. We'll put one kind of coming out like this, turns around and it aims in that direction there. I might put another one hanging out right from the bottom here. We'll just have one hanging out, kind of going that way. All right, we're gonna, like I say, once again, we just pretty much use the simple colors. I'm gonna get a little more glycerin into the green paint. I'm gonna probably add a little bit of black into this green, just a little bit, just a little touch of black into the green there. Well, why am I using black into the green? Just to darken up the green and gray it out a little bit. So once you put the highlights on, these just stick out that much more. That's basically why. No more, no less. Getting a little glycerin, thin up the paint a little bit. And I'm just using a very tiny bit of glycerin. A little bit of glycerin goes a very long way. Okay. So I'll just put it on the brush. There's a few ways to do leaves. I'll be zooming in a little bit so you guys can catch what I'm doing exactly. And then we'll put it down there. We'll concentrate on those guys. Let me get my focus ready. All right. It'll get there. Let me put my hand there. It'll focus there. Okay. And here we go. I'll start. We'll do it this way. For one, I'll show you a few different methods. I'll start off with it look like a triangle. It'll look like this, or like a kite. So I'll just do it like this for right now. All right, so it looks like a kite. And you just fill in the kite like that. Just fill it in. Now you're gonna take the flat of the brush. You see that angle there? You just take the flat and you see where it's pointing at. You're gonna aim your strokes toward that point. But you see the flatness of the brush. You just take it and you're aiming toward that point. You make each one a little shorter than the other. You'll get accustomed to it the more you do it. Okay, just like that. And there you go. There will leaf number 1. And we'll highlight this guy, add the veins and what have you to it. Okay, we're gonna move on with leaf number 2. Leaf number 2 right here. Now that was one way, the little triangle method there. The other way is that you can just take it and just make it wide, and you just narrow it down to a little point like that. So I'll show you these various methods. Whatever method works for you, that's the one you should adopt. All right, whatever one you feel you can handle. And once again, the strokes are pretty much the same way. Okay, and we'll do it this way too. See that? And I can alter them if I don't feel it looks that great. Just like that. Okay, so that's the second method. Let's go up above here. We got a couple up there, or 3. All right, and I do them in odd numbers. Your eye tends to kind of accept that a little bit better. I'm gonna get a touch more glycerin because I can feel the paint tack up. It's a little warm in my room. Glycerin, the heat does affect the glycerin. It just dries a little bit faster. All right. Okay, so we got these fellows up here. Let's do it this way. Watch. I'll just get that little tip there, right? But now, I'm gonna just go slant, 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 slant. And you slant curve one and go this way, right? And you're gonna do the same way on the other side. Slant, slant. Each slant gets a little larger than the other. Just like that, and you curve it. All right, and there you go. So that's another variation of a leaf that you can do. Really up to you which one you prefer. I do a mix of all of them. I'll show you one more. We got one more here. Now this is up to you. There's variations on this method also. Let's go to this one. Okay, and we're gonna take it. We'll do one of these numbers. But now, what I'm gonna do, I think I can do it with what I got left here. Go into like the letter S. So you go here, and you just like the letter S. Just like the small letter S's. Okay. And you come on the other side, you do the same thing. Small letter S, the letter S, the letter S, the letter S. Each one gives you a different kind of look, different kind of shape. You follow me? All right. Don't worry about what you see right there. That's just the glare of the lights. All right, so have no fear. Okay, just a touch more glycerin. I got paint on the upper furrow, and I'm gonna bring that paint off the furrow onto the paper and just use the tip of the brush, which you see me doing here. So we got one more. Don't be scared to overlap your leaves. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So we got one right there, and I'll just quickly just pop them in there. Like I said, this is a 1/2 inch flat, which you'll see me using a lot of, probably for the majority of this. Okay, all right, now be mindful, there's gonna be a flower in the middle here, so some of these guys might get overlapped or what have you. All right, okay, once again, I'm gonna start with, it's got a very simple palette. All right, only a few colors. Look down here. I'm gonna go with a little bit of white, touch of white here. I'm gonna go into my yellow ochre and mix it in just like that. Okay, not the final highlight, but you know, we're gonna lighten up. We'll slap a little bit of green in that. Okay, just like that. Get some glycerin, loosen up the paint. Okay, just like this. The brighter the color, the less of it you need. All right, so you kind of depend, you judge where you want your highlights to be. And so I'll just press, pull, and you just gently release. Press, pull, release. Go in the direction of your previous stroke down there. All right. Now, if those strokes are a little bit aggressive, I should say, you can always smooth them down. Okay. If you don't want the striations, you can just tap away, or you can just kind of lightly, very lightly, just kind of put it in there and blend it a little bit. Okay. Just get some of those striations out of there. Like that. All right. Okay, and just let it dry. All right. Now, if it looks a little gaudy, a little too bright, you have to keep in mind that acrylic paint dries through evaporation. So this is the light source, so obviously it'd be lit on this side. We'll come over here with little S strokes there, like that. And you do it again, little S strokes, just like that. I'll do each one differently. Okay, it's up to you if you want this petal on top or if you want that petal on top. Really up to you. I'll keep this one up on top. I'll just do the straightforward stroke for this one, just like this. Just like that. All right, let's move downward. So we'll aim the camera downward and we'll brighten up those fellas a little bit here. One leaf has a lit side, one leaf has a shaded side. Just like that. If the striations are a little rough, just blend it in gently, just fade it in there. It's okay. Just like so. Put it right in there. The more you do this, the more you get accustomed to it. Okay, so no worries. No worries. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. Press, pull, release. And all the strokes are going in one direction toward there. And once again, if those strokes are a little too aggressive, just kind of fade them out there. Whatever direction you feel you want to go. I want to pull from the paint going inward for me, for this. Okay, just like that. Have no fear. Put it right in there. Okay. I clean off the brush. Only takes a few seconds. Let's get a nice sharp line here going so I can put the center vein in. So we'll just do it this way. Corner the brush, and then you just kind of pop that center vein in there like that. I go from the stem a little bit and just kind of put it right in there. All right, I'm gonna do the ones up top. I'll bring you with me right up here. Now, as we go on, you might want to brighten these up a little bit more, or keep them, whatever. See, I'll just bring it on down like that. Doesn't matter. But very lightly. It takes practice. It does. I will not lie to you. It does take a little bit of practice. Just like that. And we'll get the center vein in that guy right there. Just like so. All right. And while I'm at it, and while I'm thinking about it, well, not yet. Let's do the dark half. The dark half, we're gonna add a little bit of black, just a little bit, to the yellow ochre here. Okay, look down here with me. So we'll get a bit of this yellow ochre, a little bit of this dark color, just like that. Get some glycerin, put the glycerin in there. I don't need it to be super, super dark, because the background kind of helps it recede in there anyway. And since we're here on the top up here, we'll just kind of pop it in there like that. And I'll really bring him in there. I'll spread him out a little larger. See, you can really shape and do whatever you feel you need to do. I think that color, I like the color, but it's a little too light. I need a stronger variation, stronger contrast with it, just a little bit. So we're gonna do it again, but stronger contrast, stronger darks there. And remember, this stuff will flatten out. All right. A little more black in that. We're gonna go to the other half here, right here. There we go. Now, see, I like that contrast a lot better. I like that. So let's go back over that there like this. Now that I like, that I can deal with. I like that contrast a little bit better. So I'm dipping it in just a little tip of black. Okay, let's go to this side. And I'm not getting rid of the previous green, at least not too much of it. Just like that. Getting a little black. Get some little ochre, put it in there. Get a little touch of glycerin, just a small touch, just to thin the paint up a little bit. Glycerin doesn't fade your paint, it just makes it more transparent. Okay. Okay, right here. Just like that, just put it right in there. Bring him down a little bit more. Let's do that last one here. Don't be afraid to lay that paint in there. Okay. Just like that. All right. Let's go to highlighting these leaves here. And basically a little bit of white into the yellow ochre that I have. Really brighten it up a little bit. Now remember, keep in mind, please, the brighter you have this, the less of it you need. All right, sometimes it's just really a light touch. Okay, let's do this one. Watch. Just a light touch and you just fade it away. Just like that. And remember I told you about the center vein? You can brighten it up a little bit. Okay. Touch more glycerin. The titanium white's a little more robust, I should say. Okay. And once again, if it's a little strong, you can fade some of that out a little bit. Just like that. Press, pull, and you release, but much shorter. Okay. I'll angle that one a little different, and then we'll just come down like that. I'll take the corner of the brush, and we'll just add something a little bit brighter in there. Like that. Same thing with this one. I'll just kind of brighten it up a little bit. All right, just like that. Let's go up. See these three. Pretty much the same formula, same format, same thing. Just flick of the wrist. See this? Flick of the wrist. Just like that. It does take practice. I went through sheets and sheets of paper doing the same thing. I'll keep one kind of subdued. I'll leave him blank, and then I'll just do the other ones to see how they look. All it takes is practice. Okay, that's all. And I practiced and practiced and practiced. And practiced. This fella right here. Watch this. I'll give a little push and then come on out. Little push and bring it out. A little push of color. Just don't have your brush leave the canvas or the paper. Okay, just like that. Okay. And once again, a little brightness won't hurt for right now. Just like so. Let's I'm gonna do something here that's pretty neat. Let's take a script liner. Now I'm not gonna use glycerin for this, I'm gonna use water. Okay. I'm gonna get some, well, look down here, you'll see a little white, little bit of ochre. I'm gonna brighten it up a little bit there, but I'm not using glycerin, I'm just using water. Why am I using water? Water, it takes a little more water to make it transparent, so you're actually dealing with more paint than the glycerin. Okay, and we'll just add some veins in here like this. And you're gonna use the tip of your brush there. You do need plenty of water, tip of the brush, and we'll just kind of lightly put those veins in there. Just like that. It's going in the direction of the strokes. Alright, I'm getting a little more water. It just needs to be of an inky consistency. Really easy flowing to kind of pull this off. You don't need too many of them. Just enough to know that, you know, they're around. Just like that. Don't need too many. A few here and there. And basically it's just me playing around with it. Put some of them up here. Just like that. So you see how it looks? See how it gives your get rid of that line there. See how it gives your leaves a little more of a realistic type of look to it when you do it like that. Okay. All right. All up in there like that. Get rid of some of those. Inky consistency. Get more water. Dip it into your paint. And once again, just the tip of the brush. It takes a little practice. Just like so. All right. Don't worry if it appears to be a little too strong. It will it'll flatten out. So that goes under the hashtag of don't panic. We can brighten up that vein a little bit there. Just like that. Just like so. All right, we'll pull this back. You get to check it out, see what it looks like totally here. And we'll raise it up and there you go. All right, so that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, you see it up here. All right. We can put some little doodads in there too. I think about these as I'm doing them. Like I said, I don't really want to add too much because of the main flower is going to really be in there fairly well. Okay, let's get a little bit of green. Look down here. We'll put the green right here. We'll just pat that green in there like that. All right, get some more green. Just pat it in like this. A little micro touch of white. Flip it around. Don't make it too. Don't blend it too much. Even a little touch of black. Just like that. All right, just like a hodgepodge of colors in there. Let's go up here and watch. I'll just take it. I'll take my brush, flatten it, twist, and you come to a point. Okay, we'll do another one. We'll have it come downward. I'm just go twist, shake, and give it a little point. You gotta have that little point in there. And we'll do another one right here on this side. Those, you know, you can go pretty fast with them once you get accustomed to doing them. Okay, go in other directions with it, overlap a few. That's basically what I'm doing. Go back in and get some more paint. You just tap in green, tap in black, tap in white, just tap in whatever colors, just put them in there. Okay, and once again, just kind of pop them in there, whatever direction you want to do them. Okay, I just put them in there. You don't have to have them look like toy soldiers if you don't want them to look like that. Okay, a little more white, a little more green, and you see how I'm just haphazardly just dipping it in there, just pop them in, whatever. Some of them will appear brighter, some will appear darker. It all depends on what you're looking for. Okay, really depends on what you're looking for, what you want. Pop them in. You can have one go upward like that. Okay, I'll get a little bit of glycerin. It just makes the paint looser. A little more variation of color. I'll even put some yellow ochre in there, why not? We'll just keep coming down like that. So we got some yellow ochre ones in there. Gotta remember to put the little tip of in there too. Okay, just like, you know, play around with it there. I'll put one up there like that. All right, let's go with a stronger blackish kind of look with this one. A little bit of white, a little bit of black. I'll throw some yellow ochre in there too, just pat it around in there. So these are somewhat of a different color. Toss some green in there. All right, we'll put it right here. Press, wiggle, come up, add that little point. Press, come down, add a little point. Press, come down, add a little point. We'll put one aiming this way. A little point like that. Let's have one kind of come over the other one, like that. And we'll place a few of them up here like this. Some darker ones. Just variance in colors. Same type of petals or leaves. Okay, but just different color. But the same variety. Like that. Let's get a little bit of this half white, half whatever color. I'll pop some white in there. We'll glow it up a little bit. Right up in here. Squeeze, see that? And just have it really pop out there. Have one come right here like that. Have one come out here like this. And we'll put one on the other side like that. Come downward. We'll aim one upward. That, and we'll aim one upward here like this. Pressing, put a little point on there, overlap that one, have it come down. We'll put one more right in here like this. All right, just like say, simple variances, and you may not see all of these. Okay, you just don't know. I kind of like the way some of those look, the brightness of them. So maybe we'll pop a couple of bright ones over here too, just like that. And we'll put one down in here, so you can actually cover over some of the previous ones. I just like the way the color looks against the purple, basically. So, you know, you're your own gardener when it comes to this stuff. All right, okay. Like I said, a few of these will be covered anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Let's take some white. Let's do maybe the final super bright highlight on the leaves here before we go to the flower. Okay, and once again, just take it just like that. Okay, really bright. Let it really stick out there. You don't have to do it on every one. Okay. Some of them can really pop out some brightness, some could kind of laid back. Just aim this camera up a little bit here. All right, right in here. Let's give it a little push, boom, and bring it in. A little push, bam, bring it in too. Just like that. You don't have to do it on every one. See this? Just like that. Some are brighter, some are not. Vary them. A little push, just like so. And you just leave it be. I like the brightness, so let's show some of that brightness off. You're not covering the entire leaf with this bright yellow, only a few inches of this color here, just like that. Okay, all right, and believe it or not, I don't think I need to do much of anything else with that, but I am going to jump the gun. I think I'm going to add some red things in here, just because I like the contrast so far. So we're gonna get some red here. I'm gonna use, I usually would use a round brush for this, but I'll just use a flat brush today. As you look, I'm popping in a little bit of red right there, okay? All right. And let's take the red. We'll take the red, we'll spread the red out like this. Put it right on the brush pretty high. Okay. All right, it's in there pretty good. Take some green right on top of that red. Coat that green. You might have to go back with the green a few times. Let's keep it down here. Let's go right off the tape up here. And we're just gonna come with the green. Yeah, we're gonna need heavier green. Heavier green. It's okay, get some heavy, just get thicker green. So I go higher up the brush with the green. I wanted more green than anything. Actually, I should have made it a little brighter green. So we get a little bit of white. Trust me, you're not destroying that red. Trust me. But I'm gonna get a greenish, a brighter color here for this. I'll show you what it looks like. Looks like that. Okay. So brighter green. And we're gonna come here, we're gonna kinda use that there. Go behind that one. Come around. Go right past that leaf. Go back. And we're gonna come on the other side. Now watch what I'm gonna do. Watch, watch, watch. I'm gonna push. And you got an instant bud there. See that bud right there? That red? No, you don't see it. Of course you don't see it, because that's my luck. But there's the bud right there. I shall do it one more time. I'll do it again. A longer tip brush would work for this, and I do have one. So let's use a slightly larger brush for what I just did, and it'll really be pronounced. Take the same red, coat the red pretty high on the bristles, just like that. Put it pretty high on there. You guys should be able to see that. Put it in there pretty good. Once again, go into a little bit of white, a little bit of that green. Cover that green up there. Cover it up with green. Okay, you're not gonna go as high as that red. That's what I'm trying to say. So once again, it looks like that. Can you see that? I'll put it on the other camera. See this? Okay, so we got one there. We're gonna branch off, branch off, branch off. Come on around. We'll have it come in front. And then we're gonna give it a nice push right there. Smash it right down. Instant bud. All right, you see how that went? I'll do another one. I'll rinse the brush off. Now this is a long handled, long haired flat. I'm going pretty high up on the brush with the paint. Going back into our green. We're gonna put some white into that green. Brighten it right up there, don't be scared. Brighten it right up with that green. You're not gonna go as high as that paint. So don't have no fear of that. It looks like that. And once again, I'm using the corner of the brush. We'll just have it come from the corner. Just like that, and we'll just kind of, bam, put it right in there, just like that. See that? And believe it or not, now we got our three, okay? Because I'm gonna mix up various tones of gray, using obviously the most simple way to make gray, which is black and white. Okay. Once again, we will use the 1/2 inch brush. We'll do it with the 1/2 inch brush. We're gonna zoom in a little bit, because we'll pretty much more or less concentrate on Mr. Flower here. I think we are good right about there. Pop the focus in on you. Okay, look down here. Let us, right here, we'll just kind of make ourselves some gray real quick here, just like that. All right. I get a little bit of glycerin. put it in there. All right, I want it a little darker. Just like that should be okay. This is pretty much like the middle of the flower color, so we'll deal with that. Okay, now the way I want to do the flower, I'll have it kind of flare out right about, I'll keep it a little bit lower, so I'll have it kind of flare out here, and it gets higher, then it gets lower again, something like that for the main petal. Okay, we're gonna have some petals kind of float out this way, and this is just like I say, and we're gonna have a petal float out this way, something like that. Anything else will be kind of, we'll just improvise. All right, okay, so that's for the beginning, you know, kind of the center flower. All I have to do really just add more white to the gray that we already have, which lightens it up. All right, and you can get a little glycerin here and kind of have a little fun. I'm just getting a lot of it off of my brush, and we're gonna start having a little funsy onesie here. Okay, so basically what I want to do is get 2 petals kind of flaring outward. All right, so what I'll pretty much do here is I'll have it come this way. I'll just press, come this way, wave it, and we'll just make it disappear like that. And we'll do another one, we'll overlap it. I'll bring one up, bring one higher up like this, just like that. And then maybe we'll come wave it around, and then we'll just kind of bring them in there, let them disappear like that. Take my blender brush, okay, and I'll blend softly, real softly, because I still want some of that dark on top. So we'll get the striations going in there like that. And basically leave it like that. So that's one petal. It's kind of drooped and waving. You should be able to tell. Okay, and we're gonna do the other one. The other one's gonna come down pretty much the same way. We're gonna kind of curve them in like that. Okay, I'm just getting some more of the gray, and then we'll just kind of make him flare out that way a little bit. Give him another one, and over here we'll just kind of give him the way out here like that, just like this, and we'll kind of curve them like that. But we're going to bring this into that gray, and we're going to fade it into that gray a little bit there. All right, and once again, see those edges? We'll blend those edges into that dark gray. Bring them right on around, curve it. It just gives a sense of the roundness of the flower, so you're just going to kind of curve it around there, just like that. Of course, you can't tell what the heck is going on, but you will. It kind of looks like wings. All right, kind of, sort of. Get some more white and put it into that gray. Like I said, I kind of know where I'm going with it, so. Okay, up here, it's gonna be really interesting. Because remember, that's the kind of the center, so it kind of flares out. You follow me? So let's have a flare right here. We'll just kind of dip it in there like that. And then we'll overlap and we'll do a little way up in the air there. We'll kind of get one, almost like a little peacock there. And then we'll just kind of curve it, put it right in there. We'll have this one kind of flare out like that, and then kind of angle in, just like this. Angle it right in. And then you just take this and you just kind of reshape it to how you want it to look. Where's my towel? I usually have a large beach towel on my lap just to take off the paint real quick. Let's bring our gray back here. And once again, we'll flare it out just like that. We'll get some angel wings. We'll flare it out like this, come on inside like that, and we'll do another one. Just kind of play with it, just like so. I think we're good here. The rest will come in the highlights. Don't know if I really want one coming over there like that. Maybe something like that, and just have it disappear. I gotta make it look even though. That don't look even, so we'll put one right up in here. We'll just even it out like that. So it's like mini wings. We'll just kind of curve them in like this. These will be out in the front anyway. We're gonna do the ones in the back first. Okay, let's play. Let's do this wing first. Let's get some white. Believe it or not, I'm gonna put it right into the gray, but it's gonna be a lot of white. Get a little bit of glycerin. Nice thin ridge, okay? And we're gonna take it, we're gonna press, and we're gonna lightly let that disappear. You can do it here too. Put it right up in there like the highlights there. Just like so. You will get accustomed to it. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. All right. Let's kind of ease up that edge a little bit there. And a little bit of love up in here. Now I can tell that my paint's getting a little tacky, so I need more glycerin, but that's okay. We're just fleshing things out here for a second. Just like that. Everything's in steps and stages. Just remember that. Steps and stages, steps and stages. It's white, but it's got a little tinge of gray, so it's not totally white yet. And remember, when it dries, it fades. Okay? All right. I'm just kind of guiding it along. I think I'm gonna have this one kind of fold a little bit, but you'll see as I do it. This one will fold open over, so we're gonna just coat underneath here. You'll see it as I'm doing this. You'll see what I'm talking about. Drag that right up in there like that. You will see. Just like that. Coat it right in there. Bring that one up in there like that. And I'll just lightly blend, little circular motions. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about. Okay, they look like little angel wings as of right now. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and we're going to make a little fold, like it's being lifted up. So basically, after this guy here, I'll just take this brush and I'll just kind of give it a little curve like that. And from here, let's try it from here is fine. I'll just take the brush, and we'll just kind of give it a little flourish here. It goes up, and then it comes back down again. Just like that. And you can kind of aim it that way. Just like that, little line there. Okay, now it looks a little crazy, I know, but it's okay. You'll see. I will take just pure white, and I'll just take it, I'll just give it a little push and aim it. Push, aim it. Push, aim it. Push, a little push, aim it this way. Push, aim it that way. Get a little line there. So now what you have is a folded petal. You got me? Okay, see? Folded petal. You can do one here too. I'll show you. a little baby one, little baby fold right in here. Little baby crease right in there. Just get it a little wrinkly in there, and then see, you smooth out this edge here. Make that one a little bit rough, a little crazy, like that. Add a little, see, it looks like a little ruffled little edge there, and that's that. That's how you do that. Okay, get it? You got it? Good. Just add a little bit of love here, just a little bit. Just swing it around. Little something here. That's about like that. And then I'll just kind of maybe travel it up a little bit, just like that. You can play with this all day. Up to you. Little slight touch of glycerin. I'm just going into the white here, and we're just gonna add a little bit of love, just like that. Do it again right on this side. Oh, just like that, and leave it be. You can have it kind of curve upward, a little stronger if you want, just like that, and just leave it alone. Don't touch it. Leave it be. You're okay. You're good. Let's go back into this light grayish color here, and I'll just give it a little push and bring it up. Let's have it travel a little bit up higher like that, and I'll smooth it out a little bit. I like this one to kind of there. Just going up there, you too, and we'll kind of curve him straight up in the air like that, and let's give him a little love, just like that. We're gonna fade this out, fade him out. This one here, travel, just like so. Okay, okay dokie. I'm just going into my white, a little stronger ridge right here. Just like that. That's a little rim there. Okay. We're gonna brighten this up a little bit. Actually, we just take the white, put it right in there like this. Okay. And we're gonna take pure white, and we're just going to take it and wisp it right in there like that. And the most important part really is just the ridge. See that rim of paint there? Put it right in there. Okay, so it brings that out while everything else kind of subsides. Okay, so it's all about tones, lights, and shades, and all of that fun stuff. We'll do one here, real bright one, and then we'll just kind of make them disappear up into that flower. It's just like a little highlight there, like that. Okay, so they step out, they stand out a little bit more. This one here can do the same thing. All right, like so. We'll give him a little ridge here, a little ridge of love there, a little ridge, and just like that. There. Some petals recede, some step forward. All in your shading and everything. So just keep building up with it, building up, building up, building up. Okie dokie. Let's start with this fella up here. Get a little bit of glycerin. I'm going back into my weird grayish white up in here. Okay, all right, so we've got all sorts of craziness happening as of right now with this. What I want to do is think about it here. I know what I want to do there. Now let's do this back first. Press, and you're gonna come down just like this. Look at how I'm doing this. Okay. I'm overlapping a bit, but you see the flow in the direction I'm going with it. Okay, just like that. Don't worry about all those streaks as of yet. I'm going up into it. Still playing around with tones and everything. And I'll lightly round all of this off, just making it a nice soft blend there. See that? That's all. Just blend it real soft, like real nice like. Okay, let's get some more just permanent, just regular white paint, and we're gonna just kind of give it a little touch, just like that, a little touch. Some come to a point and comes back in. I like that. And just give them a little turn in there like that. A lot of this is just strokes and turns and twists. You'll get accustomed to it the more you do this. Okay. We'll end it right here. Just like that. We'll bring this fella, just kind of lightly fade it a little bit. Just like that. Because I want to take this fella here. I'll show you. We're gonna get it a circled kind of a curve thing, right in here, right here. It gets thick, and it disappears real thin. But it's got to have a curve here. Give it a curve right in here. Curve it like that. But you can kind of see where I'm going with it already. We're gonna do the same thing here, right here. Give it a curve. We'll bring it right there. But it's in here where it gets kind of, you get the, it's not bright enough. In here, just like that. Curve it right in. Now, I will take pure white so you guys can see exactly what's going on with that. Little touch. I'm just overlapping. And I really want that edge to really pop out there, like that. Just like that. So you can see where I'm going with it. Just pure titanium white right now. And once again, even with this edge, give it a little push, go that way. Push. That rim of paint is what's gonna help sell the illusion. Just like that. Now you see that curve? Okay. Now you see where that curve is, what it's doing there. All right. Okay. All right. Let's play some more. We'll come here. We'll give it kind of a little push and angle it. Little push. We'll just angle that. So we're gonna kind of angle all of that in that way. It's like that. We'll have this one come outside like this. There. Like that. We're gonna do the same thing. We need a touch of glycerin. It's too tacky. Actually, I want this a little darker anyway, so we'll gray that out a little bit. There. We'll do the same thing here. We're gonna give it a little touch, but we're gonna gray all that out. Come on inside like that. Bring them right in there. You can design these petals any way, any shape, form, fashion that you feel. Like I say, this one here is more like wings. It's kind of flaring outward and, you know, doing its own thing. Okay, now we get straight titanium white. And give it a little rim of color, boom, and let it go like that. Come inward, let it go. This one here got kind of a weird angle thing happening there with it. Just like that. And we'll put some of that love in here. Get some striations going. Okay. I think I can get away with some of that here too. Just a little bit. I don't want too much, but much like that. I think that'll be fine. We're gonna get one. Yeah, I'll show you. We're gonna get one coming up in the front. I like what I see right now, but I think I'll have something kind of flare out here and be kind of bright. Right up in here. It's just kind of like a U shape, like that. And then with that U shape, it's in front of us, so it has to be pretty bright, so I'll make it pretty thick with the paint. Okay, and we'll just come here and we'll give it a slight curve, and we'll just kind of bring it this way. Really need a strong rim of paint so it sells this thing. Just like that. Right up on the top, really high up there, and then we're going to come back downward. I'll brighten it up as we go along, but I just want to show you how we're gonna do this. Much like that. Okay. Now I'll brighten that up, tighten it up, but now you at least see where I'm going with it. Okay. So I'll just take some white paint. It's just right in here and just kind of coat that with white like that, because it's got to stick out there. All right, I'm just getting some titanium white, coating my brush fairly well with it, and we're going to go over the streaks. Now the streaks are going to go into all that white. At least I'm going to try to. Put it right up in there, bring it right in. Just like that. Put it right up in there. I can smooth that out a little bit because it is white there, pure white. Give him a little sharp little twist there. This one too can have one there, just like that. Twist, something like that. All right, we'll let that tack up, and I'll go back into that. But let's get some really frilly type of things happening here with this guy, and I'll probably put them out here on the edge. Now this is where it gets a little interesting. It's a little fun. We're gonna take some white. It doesn't have to be pure white or whatever. We'll just put it right here. A lot of glycerin now. You need more glycerin than paint because you want translucent petals now. But take a look at see how it's kind of, you see that? Okay, now we're gonna take that, we're gonna just have some fun. We're gonna take this and we'll do it right here. Press and you just come on in. Press, come on in. Press, very translucent. It's going to, once it dries, just like that, and then we'll curve one the other way like that. Now once this dries, okay, you'll see stuff happening in between all of that. But right now I'm just going to tighten it up now because I know where I'm going with it. I know what direction. Just like that, just tighten it up. Okay, just like that. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So it's like a little curve like that, and it comes out more like little wings. See this? And then we'll curve one in. We'll curve it over that other petal. We'll just curve it in like that. And basically what I'm going to do now is just get rid of some of those streaks, not all of them. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. That could be cleaned up better. Overlap them. Just like that. Okay, all right. Now you're gonna see, once it dries, you're gonna see the leaves and all that action going underneath there. That you will see, no problem. Yep, when it dries, you will see all of that. All these leaves that you did before, you're gonna see those. Now that we got some of those little angel wing looking things happening, now we can go into our opaque white. And basically all you need really is a nice rim of color and a path. So a little push and let it go. A little push, let it go. A little push. Just a little push of color. Come on in with it. And just a little rim of opaque color right here, and just curve it and go on in. Same thing here. Push, let it go. Push. Don't let your brush leave the page. Push, let it go. Push, let it go. Push, let it go. You don't have to do the whole thing. Now this one here, there. See that? I have it go overlap that petal there. All right. I think we've got the bottom leaf tacked up enough. It's just pure titanium white. It's this guy in the front. Little push, got it on in. Little push, got it in. Little push. So you just had to wait for it to dry a little bit. Overlap. And give it a little needle in right there. There you go. Now he's really out there. Okay. Now I'm fine tuning a few things here. Fine tuning a little twist there like that. See that? Just like that. And pop them in there. Give them a little curve. This one might need a little nudge. Just need more paint. There we go. That little rim of paint. That's all I need is a rim of paint. Everything else will follow everything else. Okay. If you want a petal to kind of shine through a little more than other ones, little touch of paint faded in there. Little touch of paint, just put it in there. Get that curve going too. And you can kill some of that. Bring it back a little bit. And you're just fading it. Just bring it back. All right, I'm looking at her, I'm checking her out. You can still see the leaves back there. You still see the leaves, you see some of that action back there. And that's just more glycerin than anything else. That's basically what's going on with that, okay? It's just the glaze. And then you just kind of go on the other side here. Just like this. Kind kind of fill it in there. All up in here, a little darkness in there. Don't worry if it doesn't look all super sweet and neat and perfect yet. It's glazed, so I'll show you what you can do. All right, and you just take your softy little brush and just blend that edge. See that? Just soften it, that edge there. But see that? Now see how the petals stick out? That's what your glaze will do. Your glaze will help you out with all of that fun stuff. You just take it and you just, see this? Very gently, be gentle with it. And you're just blending it into the brighter areas. So I got natural shadow going on there. But it has to be a glaze. The paint got to be fairly thin. All right, so you can get away with it. Just like that. Just a little bit of love back there. It doesn't have to be super black, super dark. All right, just a little bit of that dark gray will send it on its way. Very gentle swipes, very gentle touches. Very gentle, like, well, pretty much what you see me doing here. Little makeup brush, fade it out, just like that. And look at your painting while you're doing it. You know, check it out, see what's happening. A little higher up there. Go around that curve, accentuate that curve there. See this? Fade it right in and blend it right in there. There. You see that? Okay. I just see something that I want to do. I just noticed it. It will work. Right in here. We'll take it here. I'll show you. Right there. A little curve right there. Put that little curve there. And then we'll just kind of give it a little love right here. And we'll just make it disappear. So you got a ridge in there, just like that. We'll just kind of, right in there, you'll thin it out, just like that. I want more white on the edge, right in here. Give it a little push, just like that. See that? See that little twist there? See that? Okay. That'll work. I don't need to do one on the other side. That will work just fine. I'm gonna be really cute today. I lied. Let's be extra today. I feel like being extra. You guys ready for this? You're not ready, but we're gonna do it anyway. Look, watch. Look. Look. How's that? Right on the edge. How's that? Look at this. Curve it right on around there like that. Look at that. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? And believe it or not, I need little glycerin to kind of. There we go. Keep the edge of the brush sharp. Yes, I can beat a lot of that back. So I can get rid of a lot of that. Just like that. I can soften this one too. Don't really want to though. But I will, just to make it aesthetically pleasing, I guess. just like that. I don't even have to really add no more to that, but I will need to add some more red. I just thought of that just now. Why not give a red edge to that guy? Make it a little interesting. You still know it as a white flower, but some of that red really helps it to really pop off there, really show off. And all I'm doing really is it's a slight little push. And sometimes I don't even have to do that. Just a little bit on the edge there. Okay. And as I'm doing it, I will kind of clean it up a little bit. And basically, I'm just softening the edges. Still gives the appearance of a nice little red room of color. I went too heavy there, so I can clean that up a little bit. Basically, it just needs just a rim, just like that, just a rim of color, strong rim of color. Okay. I really can play with this all day, like I said. It's just I don't want to, but you can. You guys can. Look at that. And once again, it's just me having a little fun. I'm just thinking. Yeah, a little bit. I still think that looks pretty cool. Crazy, but it looks pretty cool. What do you think? I should keep the center. I should keep the center one white. Nah. Nah. I'll keep the wings on out. The bottom one's white. But here, no, I'll keep these kind of there. Now that I've did all of that, let's still play with the red. But I'm gonna take some yellow ochre, put the yellow ochre on the corner, and we'll just kind of put these guys in there like this. All of that for I do appreciate you guys coming by watching. Hopefully I'm showing you techniques that are achievable to you. I really do. If you're interested in purchase, just send me either an email or on Messenger. I will contact you faster on Messenger, of course. Painting like this, probably the black frame would probably work, but you be the judge. Anyway, this is what it would look like with a black frame. All right. Okay. Let's try the brown frame. So it's your preference which one you would prefer. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for checking this out. Email or whatnot. Probably my PayPal link is up there too. Who knows? But it's in the description. If it's not in this description, it's in the community tab. It's somewhere on my page. I'll probably put it in the description. I need to start doing that anyway. But thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. And until next time.